quick test, and then we can see about getting on the way. Alright, quick test. Well, that takes care of that. Let me get one more thing up, and then we are on the way. And I guarantee you, this time, this run, we'll be dying a couple times. Woo! That's what we've been waiting for. Welcome back. This is part 3 of my Elden Ring run-through. I have a whole checklist set up so that way if you are following along, you should be able to get the majority of the, the majority of the trophies or achievements with the collectibles, most of the storylines. I believe you should be good if you follow along with this. And again, reason why we're doing this is because my wife has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City with her choir, the Morris Park Singers. They've been invited out to sing at Carnegie Hall, but obviously they are not paying their way, and that is where I come in. I am trying to raise the funds for my wife personally. If you feel so inclined to go ahead and donate, please feel free to do so. If you cannot, do not feel obligated. If you could get some eyes on the cause, though, that would be wonderful. In the meantime, you can just come, hang out, watch me suck ferociously at this game, because Elden Ring and Dark Souls are two completely different games to me for some reason. I do good up to a certain point, and even then, that's debatable. Last time, we got done beating up on poor dragon out in the lake, and now we're over here in Murkwater Catacombs, and we are about to clear this place out and get a decent Ash of War that should help us with the next boss fight coming up. Which, if you are familiar with my game, you'll know that I will be dying quite a bit. And it's no good. Okay, let me see here. I have my Flask of Crimson Tears, Cerulean Tears. Yeah, those are good to go for now. Bone Darts. I really don't need the Bone Darts up. And I don't have any talismans that can help me with a lot of anything in here, so I'll just keep the charged one on. Just peachy to me. Get this back up. All right, let's go. This one's a little bit different. It might actually behoove us. Might actually be better to come on down, big guy. You. Sir, I will not participate in your shenanigans. Come down from there. Alright, we'll gather up this glovewort as we go along. Very important for upgrading some of those ashes that we get. The ashes being the type like the wolves. go, and I know there's one. I think it's off to the right this time. Nope. Ow. That's not good. Root resin can be used to create something kind of similar to pine resin. I wonder if we have, yeah, like this stuff, the fire grease. Yeah, we know there's a trap there. Good night. Whoops, wrong button. Go. I think anybody off in the... Of course. Still have enough to summon the wolves. So I will go ahead and just go as is. I know I don't have a health thing up. Of course, try summoning. Same thing as before. Good. Let the wolves take the heat. Oh, yeah, I gotta get you. Alright, he's coming for me. Ooh, that was bad. Oh well, I survived. Banished Knight Ingval is going to be one of my best friends for a little while yet. I don't think there's any root resin I can get down here, but cool. That is done. And now we are going to go for the Church of Ella. This is where I am going to be majorly messed up. So let's allocate charges. It's going to be easier for me just to have one of those. Do we have enough for Engvall anyway? Nope. FP cost 100. That's why I wanted to get the shoot. I have an idea, though. I just messed that up. Oh, get out of there. Suppose I could do the cheese on him too. You know what? I'm going to try the cheese. Sometimes the better part of valor is just being a chicken. And I am chicken aplenty when it comes to dealing with stuff like that head on. Let's allocate. All 4 of them will go there. Why are you getting rid of all your health, Steve? Well, because there is a way to cheese this guy. You just need to get rid of 2 people. There's numero uno. Numero dos. Alright, he's still driving back. Here's the plan. Lock on, kind of get up close to him. Drop, and we are gonna leave me alone. I didn't do anything. Alright, he's fading off, and here comes the cheese. He resets. Lock onto him again. Kind of watch. For 1 drop, full charge. Just do 2 at a time. Oh no! Well, that's not going to do... That's going to mess up my rhythm seriously bad. I didn't get close enough. That's okay. I will cheese this guy. You wait and see, buckos. Perfect. Drop. There we go. I forgot to... I forgot to clear those guys out again. That's okay, his life bar ain't gonna go anywhere. The trick is you got to get close enough for the stuff to land, but not close enough for him to turn around for the 1, 2. Boom. There we go. All right. When he starts disappearing like that, you can turn around. And he has already reset. So kind of edge your way up. 1, 2. Sir, what you are doing is not nice. Leave me alone. And he's going to disappear and reset his position. I guess he's going to disappear super early there. Okay, perfect. Once again, just kind of tiptoe up there. 1, 2. Turn around. Take a moment to reconsider your life's decisions. There we go. And he's gonna reset. Drop. 2. Any more than that, you're looking to have a bit of an issue. And he will reset. Rinse. Lather, repeat. Drop. 2. Yes, keep following me, sir. And this is why we put all of our flasks into the cerulean tears. Close. 1 charge, down, 2 charge. You space it out like that, it gives him time to turn around, come back at you. If you put that second one out too early, you will end up completely just missing on that. So, and with the limited amount of FP that you have when you start, you don't want to waste anything. All right, he's gonna reset. Close enough. 1, let it drop. 2, turn around. This should be it. Yeah! Look at me. I am a stalwart warrior. Do the dance. Alright, that's enough. That was the cheap way out. Yes, yes, sir, it was. I have no problem admitting that at all. Perfect. So Tree Sentinel is out of the way. We got a new weapon for it. Life is good. Do I want to go down the coast? I don't think I have much of a choice at this point because we are running out of things to do in this area. So here's what we're going to do. There is an Ash of War down on the side of the beach. To start, we're going to do the Ash of War gravitas. And instead of going down the usual way, here's what we're going to do. You didn't even drop any thin bones. I am disappointed. There's usually a hill that you can ride down, but you have to fight a giant. And I don't feel like fighting a giant. I feel like taking the path of least resistance. Over here. Little mushrooms. Very nice. And down we go. As long as we're over here, there is a gold pickled fouled foot that we can get. We can swing back around and we can go visit the merchant. That might actually be useful. I will take those. Rest of these I don't need.
Done? Well. You don't want it. Done? Well.
And we're going to be going in that cave here in a couple of minutes, but for right now, I'm going to give those demi-humans a wide berth. Give those octopi a wide berth too, because they will wreck your world. There's a giant up on that hill. Just kind of plant yourself right here. And we're going to wait for that invisible scarab to come back around. And use gravitas right now. Perfect. Now we can go to the cave. With the runes that we have on board right now, we'll be able to get our mind up to 100. My monkey buddy.
It hurt. Oh, you must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me. Oh.
If you recall from the first meeting we had with him, he said, "Oh, I'm going to go back to the cave and get you something even more valuable." Well, poor guy came back and he got his butt beat. So, not good for him. We're going to get our mind up to 16. That gives us 100 FP. Which also allows for the summoning of Banished Night Ingval. Good stuff. Flasks. We'll do 1 and 3 for right now. We are coming up on a gaggle of monsters for a boss. So, kind of want to make this as painless as possible. I don't know how well I'll do, but we're about to find out. Yeah, here's the thing, bud. No, don't disparage the message. There. Let's close that up. For right now. Alright, so a Mighty Shot will take him out. Okay, he was the big boy. There we go. I think Glintstone Pebble might be the best route to go here. Perfect. I don't remember if there was another enemy down here or not, but oh yeah, here you are. Knock it off. Ricky's shield, a string, and a club. Whoopity-doo! Ruin fragment and octopus ovary. Again, useful for crafting, but yeah, well, sure, thanks for that. Let's get Istvan up and out. And let's get oh, both of them are coming right away. That's not good. Alright, one down. There we go. We got tailoring tools and a sewing needle. And the tailoring tools are what our boy was coming down for. So we can get those back to him, and he will be happy. There's a couple more monsters up here. Knock it off. That should be it. Well, that looks familiar, doesn't it? You are now on the other side of the bay. Beast bones. Then beast bones. And welcome to the Church of Dragon Communion. That heart you got earlier from McGill, you can purchase incantations that channel the power of a dragon via either a roar or beating people up with their claws, or through actually breathing fire. Not going to use any of them. Doesn't really appeal to me like it does to other people. So, I mean, a lot of them can be useful, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not going to be able to find them as useful as other people would.
Oh. Wait. Is that what I think it is? You got it back for me. My sewing needle. What made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old Mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
No, sir. I suppose you cannot.
Thank you. You're very... I always want them.
That's that. So, with all that done and out of the way, I've taken care of most of what I wanted to do up in this area. There's actually more that I can do over here, I think, but we'll put that off for a little bit, because there's actually a site of grace over that way. Just for my purposes, I'm going to go get that site of grace. Alright, so point yourself towards the sword and right towards it and past it. There's another camp up here. I don't waste any time in there because there's not too much anything important in there. I guess I've already been through there. Yep. Just down here. I guess I did get it. Never mind, I've already doubled back on that. Okay, well, I already took care of that. Let's just call it a day then. Because there's an artist shack over here. I've already been down this way to pick up the cookbook for the sleep pot. Hmm. Yep. Time to go to get a golden seed. And best way to get through here is just to ride and jump, so that way you don't get hit by that shockwave. And as the rite of passage, just beat that guy. Get a golden seed there. Come over here. Collect your mushrooms like a good little mushroom picker. And in here is a friendly.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you?
She'll give you some spirit ashes.
The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little one. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know.
And that'll be the end of her dialogue, so. Alright. We are now up north of Gatefront. That was the road we came on. That was the one we just rode through on the horse. My plan is to come around this way, pick up some other spirit ashes. There is also a jester out in the field here that we can get. I'm going to skip that for now. That is an Everjail. That has a boss in there. I could probably... I might actually do that. But... I'm going to go get the parrying dagger first. But first, we're going to come over here, and there is kind of a checkpoint set up over here where we can get an Arrow's Reach talisman. I think before I do anything else, though, if I'm going to do that Everjail, I'm going to go get myself a parrying dagger. You won't follow me in here, that's the good part.
Oh yes, I'm untethered by nature, and it's about time that I moved on. No worries, the old gang will inherit the shop. They may not speak a word, but they never forget a face. Spare them some coin after I'm gone.
All right, yep, I will take that.
Cheers for that.
Let's go back up here, and what we're looking for is kind of over in this area by a couple of graves. So mushroom! Stop picking mushrooms! Okay, fine, I get it. Kind of come along the face of this. Eventually we get to a part where we're going to be able to... Yeah, here we go. Look at all the mushrooms. And there's a smithing stone 1. Come on. Should have put my sacred on, but... Yeah, over here where the red jellyfish are, there are some spirit ashes over here. Oh god. That's not good. I am not doing this right. That was magic cruise. Oh, there it is. That didn't go as smoothly as I wanted it to, but and over here there is a gesture. I could go for those eagles, but there's easier ways to get what I want. So I'll forget that for right now. Alright, you know what? You guys want to see me croak? I think this is the perfect opportunity to see my... Well, this would be my second one. Whoa, okay. Okay, settle down. Over to the east. Find a bunch of wormies. And just like what we did with Blythe, it is an Everjail. Oh, this is a bad idea. But I'm going in anyway. Here's the plan. That is a Crucible Knight that's going to come out of there. Usually a lot of people will walk forward, trigger him or whatever the case, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk backwards to trigger him, and I'm going to bait him into running after me. Come on, sir. Okay. And run the hell away. Make sure you always get him to run after you, because it baits him to do something like that. Something easily variable. Run around, get away from him. Run away. That's not what I was hoping for. No, run after me, sir. Here, I will help you. Not taking the bait this time. No, sir. As you can see, I am not doing much damage at all. Which is why running is the better part of Valor on this part. Oh no, You go to hell. You go to hell and you die. No. We're not doing this. No! Sir! Alright, he's going into second phase. Hopefully that means he's going to be a little bit more aggressive. That's what you get for not running after me. Goodbye. That's not good. That's what I was afraid of. He wasn't biting that time. Well, there you go. I promised you I'd die. Take two. How many more deaths is this going to run? Goodbye. Oh no, I'm trapped. What am I going to do? Oh, that was not good. Goodbye. I'll at least get those back. Hey, I just healed. Run after me. Alright, he's about to go into second phase here. Yep, there he is. Almost got me with his tail. Run away! You're doing better than last time, at least health bar wise. I'm going to keep baiting those attacks. Oh boy. Tried pulling the fast one that time. Maybe 2 more parries? Ego's too much to let that gap get too big. There we go. Alright, 1 more parry should do it. And run away. That's it. Good night, mwah, and goodbye. All right, that's done. Now, the only other thing I want to do over in this area is get Arrow's Reach. And we can move a little bit farther east at that point. So we want to go about there. Where are we? Oh, it was right behind me. There are some wolvies over in this area. Go. Hello, Sir Wolf. That way they don't interfere with a dang thing. Here's the plan. That guy patrols. We're going to tuck in this corner here. And wait for him to patrol back. Let's do this. One guy over there. Mighty shot to the skull. And goodbye. And in here, you get a talisman that allows your arrows to travel farther. It's good stuff. So that's it for this area. Got the ashes over here. We got the gesture over on this bad boy. We beat this guy, even though that wasn't part of my plan of attack yet, but we did it. And then we came over here for an arrow's reach, which actually can come in handy in a lot of areas. So now, because we got all this stuff, what we want to do is start going back to this area, and then traveling to the east. And right about here is a place called War Master's Shack, where he sells ashes of war. And before I do that, out in this field, yeah, right over here, you can pick up a smithing stone 1. Excuse me, 3 of them. Now we can continue back on the path that we are on. And we can just kind of ride around this Kaiden warrior. Pick up the fire arrows and head over to War Master's Shack. Directly to the east. That's I knew I forgot to do something. No, we don't. At this point, just because of magical reasons, I am going to keep it at 1 and 4. Magic in any kind of distance should be more than enough to be able to keep me alive. And, ooh, we can level up. More into vigor. This guy sells ashes of war that you can put on your weapons or your shield.
Before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order? Yes, you're a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back. But that's a quality needed now more than ever. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper Tarnished, like you.
Well, let's talk to this guy and exhaust his dialogue.
There's a myriad of battle arts in these lands that I've yet to discover. Mementos of all the warriors who raised their arms in battle, lost and died. A fine tale, all told of true chivalric romance. That's how I fell in love with the sword, and the arts of combat. It grants meaning even to falling in battle, to death itself.
One of the ones that we're going to be going for is no skill, because some shields we don't want any skill on. So like if it has a charge on it, or if it has the usual parry thing, but you have a weapon art that you want to use a lot more than the parry, slap that on your shield if you're one-handing something, and it will now default, if you're carrying that shield, to the weapon art that you can use, which excellent for me. Obviously, I cannot afford any of them right now.
Not floating your boat, eh? Well, there's no rush.
Perfect. I was going to do something else in this shack, but I am going to come back later because there is a hard boss fight for this point in the game. So I'm going to put that in my to-do list, so to speak. Okay. And I think before I go, I am going to do I want to go through the catacombs, or do I just want to save my buddy? I think I'm just going to save my buddy.
Stars! I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this?
Yeah, I can help you out, bud.
My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. There's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say.
I can do that. Huh? There we go.
Ah. Well played, good lady. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelt the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this. Once again, the pleasure is mine. I am the warrior Jar known as Alexander. Iron Fist Alexander, in fact. I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war. And beyond these lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held. I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter? I'm heading eastward to Redmane Castle, on the southern edge of the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. I've heard there's to be a festival held there.
Is that the end of your dialogue?
I'm heading eastward.
Yep.
To Redmane, I've heard.
All right. Let's go get this site of grace down here. And that should be the effect of it. I didn't really have anybody tuning in this time around, but that is okay. At least I kind of get a gauge on where people are at in terms of when they can watch or whatever the case may be. But again, I appreciate you checking it out even after the fact. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow to do another little bit of this. And we will keep trying to raise the funds necessary in order to get Laura over to New York. So that way she can do the Carnegie Hall performance. So, with that being said, thanks for tuning in, whether it was live or after the fact. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Take care, and we will talk to you soon.